All right, here are the banana peppers. I got a little row of them that I'm going to pick. Oh man, one of them looks destroyed. I can save some of it. All right, I got different color. I got mild banana peppers. All right, and I got one over here. All right, I think, and again, I'm gonna mix some up with a few other peppers. So I'm actually going to cut these off. Actually, I might just rip it off like I did there. And turn, because they're definitely ready. And I actually eat these on sandwiches, and I make potato salad, and I use banana peppers instead of mustard. And I have had no complaints. So that is what I'm going to do with these once they set. I think I have to let them sit for at least a month before I can use them. Alright, so I'm going to finish picking the rest of these and I will be back. Alright y'all, all my banana peppers are picked. I'm in my pajamas. I ain't even try to change to get ready for this video. A spider? What?
Yeah, it's a spider.
I see. Did you kill it?
Spider?
Did you do that? So you braver than your brother, they would have ran off. Did you do that, JJ? Alright, so I guess I could have kept it turned so you could see the peppers. Jars. I didn't drop my peppers. Alright, so next year I am definitely going to plant more and different ones. And I'm probably going to plant hot banana peppers because I like spicy stuff. Alright, so this is the finished product. Let me move these over. About 4 to 5 banana pepper plants. Alright, so I'm definitely going to grow some more next year. And change up a few things, I think. I think they grow better in the ground. They may actually grow better in a container. So I'm going to do that next year. Alright, so I'm going to go in and wash these and get those ready. Alright y'all, I'm back. I've changed. Alright, I'm pretty excited. Alright, it's my first time canning, and it's something I've been talking about doing for years. Alright, I know my grandma used to do it, and I used to see them laying around, but I just never, you know, got that class. Alright, so I'm actually using the 8-ounce half pint jars. Alright, so they look like this. Alright, and they're I got 6 of them because I really don't know how many I need. Alright, so after this, hopefully I'll know. And again, I'll probably use bigger jars next time. Alright, so I'm going to use those. Right now I'm about to wash them in hot water, and then I'm going to put them in the oven to kind of sanitize them a little bit. Alright, just to keep them warm. I'm already got my pot over there. I am going to make my brine after I wash everything. Alright, but I did get this little kit from Amazon. I was getting little pieces. I'm like, I ain't trying to pay that much for all that, so I got it from Amazon. What's this thing called? It's the stainless steel canning set. It has all, come on thing, sorry, this little thing is, hold on, I might be able to lock this thing in. I don't know how this works. Alright, it's a canning set. Just real quick, this little thing, a debubbler, alright, gets the bubbles out after you done poured everything in. Alright, so you have a good seal and not all that air going on in there. Alright, I got one of these. It just helps you pour things in without making a whole lot of mess. Alright, and it fits right on there. They included some labels, so I can put those on top with the date and what's in there, and it says homemade. Tones, yeah, whatever they use for. All right, this is the little thing, so I'm not putting my hands in that boiling water. All right, I know back in the day, the older people could stick their hands in fish grease. I'm like, that grease is hot, but nobody felt nothing. All right, so that's what this is for. I can get in there, clamp the little jar, put it in, and take it right on out. All right, so I'm definitely going to be using that. And this little tool is a magnet. All right, again, you want everything clean. So when I'm about to put the top or the lid on my can, I can dip this in there and it goes right on top of my can. And this, I guess, tightens and loosens, come on thing, the actual jar lid. All right, I may not need that, but we'll see. All right, I think all that was $16. All right, because again, buying this stuff separately will add up. I think this by itself was $8. This was $4. Again, that's already added up. You need some juice. All right, so again, right now I'm about to wash up my jars, put them in the oven, and I'm gonna start my brine, and I'll be right back. I actually got this recipe or method from the Art of Creation Homestead. All right, so I was watching her. I was watching a few others, but hers I actually love the best. All right, so I ended up using her recipe. All right, let me make sure I have my turmeric powder. All right, so for the brine, again, this is just the liquid that is sitting in while it's setting, right, for months or years or however long that you keep them. All right, so I have 24 banana peppers that I actually picked. All right, my son just went out and found another one that I had dropped on my way in here. All right, so I had 24. So I'm about to cut those up again once I start my brine. All right, so I'm going to put in 3 cups of white distilled vinegar. I'm actually using pickling vinegar. All right, so 3 cups of that. I know some people use apple cider. She mentioned that it takes some of the flavor away. All right, so I'm just gonna add the white. All right. So 3 cups of white vinegar. Again, I'm using pickling. And then 2 cups of water. I might need more than that. All right, 2 cups of water, 1.5 tablespoons of pickling salt. All right, so I bought this. It's only like $1 and something. All right, and then this bottle of pickling vinegar, I think was like $4. Can't really remember. All right, but that's still good if you're gonna be doing this often. All right, it's actually cheaper than the actual jar of stuff that you buy in the store. And you can make so much more. All right. So 1.5. Usually I don't be measuring that, but again, I ain't got time to be messing up right now. Oops. All right, so 1.5 pickling salt. And then she said 1 tablespoon of sugar. All right, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and she said her secret ingredient. All right, it's not a secret now. All right, it's 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric. Uh-oh, I don't have one of those. We'll guesstimate. All right, so 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, and this is really for that that color. And I love turmeric anyway, like the health benefits. And it does stain. So she's like, be careful with that. It really does. Alright. And then, you know, in the banana pepper, the brine, it gives it that color too. So I'm going to let that, it's on medium high. Alright, so I'm going to let that boil. It's already starting. I'm going to use my whisk and get this thing going. I feel like I'm going to need more, but let me show y'all what it looks like. Alright, so that's the color. Alright, so I'm cutting up the banana peppers. This is about how thick, I don't know if y'all can see that. That's about how thick I'm cutting them. And I'm leaving the seeds. Alright, I may save one and actually try to replant. I'm not worried about that right now. And I actually like the seeds in my peppers when I'm eating them. Alright, so I'm cutting all those up. It's still not at a boil yet. Man, he smells so good. And I tried to eat one. It definitely don't taste like what I'm used to getting it out the jar. Alright. And I know she mentioned you're going to want to eat these, you know, right away. But they have to sit for about 24 days or more. Alright, so they can, you know, ferment and all that. Which I can wait, I guess. Alright, again, I don't want it messed up. And then I'm actually going to just store the rest. Or I may actually give them away, most likely. Because I know at work, all of us, not all of us, have gardens. So we try to bring in our food and we share it with each other. So it's probably what I'm going to be doing. Y'all hear JJ in the background singing. Alright, once it comes to a boil, I'm going to just stop and just show you one of the jars. And then I'll finish those up later. Alright, and I got my jars in the oven, mainly so they can dry. So I don't have any water or anything on the outside or inside. Well, the inside really don't matter, but... yeah, I feel like I'm going to be making more. But it might just be enough. So we will see. And I wish this is something I would have done sooner. Alright. I've always kind of grown stuff or tried to, but then, you know, all your food come in and you're like, man, I ain't gonna be able to eat all this. And you can't, you know, really give it all away and freeze everything. So I was like, it's gotta be a way to store this food so it's not going, I don't want to be growing stuff and it going to waste just to say I grew it. Like, I actually want to use it or give it to someone else. Oh, it's starting to boil. And I'm going to have it boil for about 5 to 10 minutes. And then I'm going to turn it off. Alright, and let it sit. But it's something about growing your own food. And when you think about it, this was the first job, you know, in the Bible. Adam, you know, when he messed up, his first job was growing his own food and working for it. This was like the first job, y'all. And it's so rewarding. Of course, trial and error, but growing your own things, and it tastes so much better. It's so much fresher with your own food. It almost makes you think, what's in the stuff at the store? Because it don't taste like this. You know what I mean? Even though it may not be as big as the food, you know, the fruit and vegetables in the store, but you know where it came from. The only thing though now is, what's in the air. The rain is coming down. Is that even good, for your crops? But I ain't worried about all that right now. This is a start. All right. And I mentioned out there when I was in the yard, growing them in containers versus the ground. These were in the ground and they did pretty good, but I feel like I would get more if I grew them in a container. Because I have a lot of grow bags or buckets or whatever I can find, and that's what I grow in. And I feel like they grow better. And I can just keep reusing those. And it takes up less space. I can move them wherever I want. Like my lemon trees, I'm going to bring those in the winter. My apple trees, all that stuff, I'm going to keep out there. But the lemons, definitely bring them inside. And I can still produce all year round. So yeah, but it's not for everybody. But I feel like I kind of want to challenge everybody to at least grow one thing in a container. It could be anywhere, in your window, your bedroom, back, like wherever. Just grow one thing. It's just something about it. But it definitely does take some time, because it's been days. I'm like, I ain't going out there. And I'm like, nope, this will be the one time something dies, and I done missed a day. So I definitely thank God for the rain when it comes, so I don't have to be out there every day. But sometimes you still need to get underneath, because the leaves keep it really from getting watered, so I have to water at the root. Yeah, and decide, okay, maybe this plant's getting too much sun. It needs to be moved. See what kind of bugs are on it, if there are any. But I really haven't had too many issues with. I've seen bugs, but not to where it just totally destroys my plant. And again, I don't use anything on them. But I may reconsider that next year. All right, I still got about 11 peppers left to cut. Let's see. I'm about to turn off the brine. Alright, so this is what I have cut up so far. Alright, oops. And that's only about 10 peppers or so. I really haven't kept count. Alright. But while I'm going to put that to the side, she also mentioned one of her secret ingredients of putting them, like keeping the flavor. Oh my Lord, I love garlic. Is garlic cloves inside of the jars. Let me turn this off. I'm actually about to get those out here in a minute. She mentioned taking garlic cloves and putting them in each jar. This one's tough. What is going on here? A little workout. Alright, I'm gonna rinse these off. Jars, my little thing, and mind of his own. All right, it's back. All right, these are my jars. They're dry. All right, I'm gonna sit these over here. All right, so what she did, here's one, a little clove. And just peel this up. I'm just dropping everything today. Alright. And she's like, this is one of the tricks to, you know, the taste. And what she said was just take the knife. I don't know if it probably ain't gonna go down. All right, can y'all see that? She said take it, right, and just put the knife and kind of mash it. And like bruise the little garlic. You see that? And then just dry. I don't know if it'll go this far. Will it? All right, and then drop it. Which one can you see? Drop it into the little jar. All right. All right. So everything is cut up. Look at all that. Could have put that on a salad, but we're gonna use it for this. All right, the brine is done. Let me see if these are still hot. All right, we got my little jars. Probably can't see them. All right, I'll move it over. All right, I got my little plate set up. So I got my first jar, all right, with the little garlic cloves. So I tried to mix it up so I can have some red peppers, at least in each jar. All right, so I'm gonna stuff them. I guess I could use my little thing. So I'm using this. All right, I changed it out for the blue one. And I think they fit every size jar. You got the wide mouth, regular mouth. All right, so you stuff them, move around in there because they do shrink once they're setting in that liquid. All right, so they're stuffed. All right, I got some of my red ones in there. So what I'm gonna do is, I should have switched these. All right, I'm gonna take this little spoon because I don't have one of them little ladle things, and I'm gonna fill it up. I'm gonna be careful because again, this turmeric, I don't want it staining anything. Why did I do that? I need this still. Jordan. It's already starting to look like the banana peppers in the store because of that turmeric. Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna wait a month. And it's supposed to be like a ½ an inch. On here, it's like a little measuring thing too. Oh Lord, I can't see. There's 1 inch, 3/4, ½ and 1/4 of an inch. So this is supposed to be 1 1/2. Hold on, Lord. I need some more. All right, I'll clean it up in a minute. So that's how it looks filled up, y'all. And then you're supposed to take, you can use vinegar or water. I have a little wet paper towel. It's supposed to go around the rim, get any little juice or whatever that's stuck on there that shouldn't be. Right? And then you take that little magnet, right? And I got some the lids. They're in here in some water so they keep dust free and clean. So I just use my little, I'll show you. So I put it in there and it just sticks. I only need one, y'all. Alright. So get some of that off and then you just put it on top. Alright. And then I get my lid. And it's supposed to be just hand tight. Alright, not like wrenching down. We don't need that little tool that we seen earlier. Alright, just hand tighten it. Boom, done. Alright, and that's one. Oh, look at it. Oh man, it's so cute. Alright, so now we're gonna do the rest. And again, the garlic. And now I'm already thinking about other stuff I can put in here. And other foods I can like pickle and can. So I'm gonna drop the rest of these garlic. if you fancy, and put those in here. That's probably too big. Alright, so they're all filled. So I need to fill the rest of those with the peppers. I'm gonna make sure I get a little. Why do I keep taking this out? Because it's my first time. Take it easy, Felicia. Alright, so I'm gonna fill those in. Wait, I want another red one. Put that in there. Stuff them. Oh shoot. I didn't even use my little tool. Oh, I was supposed to use this after I poured in everything to get all the bubbles and stuff out. I didn't do any of that. I'll do it this time. Alright. Alright. Is this hot? Actually, I might have enough now that I'm looking at it. I can't see now. Alright. So that's can number 2. I think I need more. This is not, I can't see with that thing in there. Just made a mess, but it's on the glass plate. Alright, so now I'm going to wipe the rim. Wait, I need this. I don't even see any bubbles. You kind of move stuff around. Probably 'cause it's not like really hot. I had a little time to cool down. Alright, again, get my little magnet. Picked up 2. Alright, get some of the excess water. Alright, get that on there. I don't know why I got the ring tops on the other side of the kitchen. Alright, and again, just hand tighten. Done. Oh, look at that. Oops. I don't think you want to remove them to the side, alright, just in case, but that's 2 already. So I'm going to finish the rest of those, and I'm going to come back and go over the water bath process. Alright, y'all. My little water bath that I created. So I don't have a actual canner. Alright, so I got a regular pot. And I bought a, what's that thing called? It's like a little silicone bottom. Alright, so I can sit my cans on that so it's not shaking when it starts to boil. Alright, so I have that at the bottom. I have my little clamp. Alright, so my water is starting to boil. So what I'm going to do is just pick up my can. Alright, I'm going to place them in here. Alright, I'm going to place it in. I'll show you how that looks once I'm done. Alright. I should have turned that the other way. All right, I'm gonna put them all in there. All right, they're actually going, this thing is not following. All right, they're actually going to trying to lock my screen in again. All right, it's not doing it right now. Once it boils, while everything is in here, it's going to boil for 10 minutes. All right, and then I'm gonna cover it. And once the 10 minutes is done, hope I can get all these in here. Once it's done, let me move some stuff. I'm going to turn it off, remove the lid, and let it settle for 5 minutes. And once that's done, I'm going to sit them on this little rag, this kitchen rag that I have over here. And it's going to sit there for 24 hours. All right, I'm not even going to mess with them. They're going to sit right there. Uh-oh, I think I did it. Oh, come on. Hold on, it might be a little close. Where them little tongs at? Try to move this little one can over. That's probably this one. It's too far. And then I'll put the camera in here so y'all can see kind of what that looks like. To be safe, I might take one out. And then a lot of them have that little plate that goes on top. It's supposed to be like an inch and or 1 to 2 inches above, water above the cans. So I'm gonna add, I'm gonna add a little more. Alright, and I don't have one of those little plates to go on top. Alright, so I'm gonna just leave that. I'm gonna cover it. Wait, let me show y'all first. Alright. So in here, I have the can setting, and that's the little rack at the bottom. Alright, and just to show you, this is what it looked like. Alright, a canning rack. I actually got this at Walmart. Alright. You can manipulate the shape to, you know, do whatever. I can't really remember how much that costs. But it wasn't a lot because I bought it. So that said something. Alright, so again, I'm going to let this boil. Once it starts boiling, keep it covered and boiling for 10 minutes. And then I'm going to cut it off and let it set. And they're going to sit right here on my kitchen rag on my counter for 24 hours. Alright, so it's then cooled. Well, not cooled, but it's done boiling. I turned it off about 5 minutes. Alright, so now I'm removing them. I'm just going to tilt it a little bit to get some of the water off the top, but not much. And this is the one that wasn't really full. I'm going to put these on my kitchen rag. Alright, again, I'm going to leave those here for 24 hours. And I see now with the heat and everything getting in it, you see how everything rose? And it looks like less peppers than what I put in there. Because they shrunk up and they're going to shrink up some more as it sets. Man, it was like way less. I could have probably packed way more peppers in there. See that? And I'll probably hear all the pops later on throughout the night. Got one more. These things are hot. Keep them away. A little stinky gets to them. And then I'm gonna just dab the top. I'm not gonna press on it just to get some of the liquid off the top. I don't want to mess up nothing. The seal. And that is it. And again, once all of it pretty much rolls to the top. Let me turn this around. All right, as you can see. So I definitely could have packed way more peppers in there. So again, just lesson learned for next time. And again, I won't be able to use these for about 18 to 24 days. Alright. My little thing came off the bottom. Alright, so if you have a certain way that you do it or special seasonings, just let me know and I'll try them out. I'm pretty simple. I just like a simple recipe. So I gotta eat it on a couple of things. Alright, thanks for watching and I'll see y'all next time. Right.
I did it for the lady, you know.
Y'all got anything to say to the people?
I'm gonna sound weird on that when you play it again.
Y'all got anything to say to the people?
I don't want to say anything to y'all.
You messed up the whole thing.
It's on your face.
Yeah. Is it for Trace's face?
No. Is it around his? See the green?
Move. Move. What are you doing?
Alright, y'all. So, next day, my little helper back there. Alright, so now I'm on the next day and my little jars are done. I've already labeled them. My mama's on her way, so I'm going to give her one of these. Alright, and again, I'm not going to touch these for about 18 to 24 days. Alright, y'all see these? So it makes me appreciate the ones in the store that are packed with banana peppers. Alright, so again, lesson learned for next time. I'm going to just smush them all in there and pour the liquid in. So that I can see how they shrunk up. And they're going to shrink up a little more as time goes on. But look at these. Those are my little jars. Alright, and based off the amount of peppers I had 24 banana peppers, different sizes, and it made 6 8-ounce jars, half pints of banana peppers. Thank you.